if you can explain to me exactly what happened with Team USA, you are better than I am. I'm looking at Team France. Evan Fournier is tearing them up. Tearing them up.
When did he become Jason Kidd?
I don't know. I'm looking at Drew Holiday and Booker and what's his head on the court, on Middleton on the court. Like, why'd you guys get on the plane?
Drew Holiday still drunk from the parade, man.
I mean, he led him in scoring. I mean, for Pete's sake.
And you know that's a problem. Drew Holiday not even a scorer.
They could not hit a shot to save their lives down the stretch of that game, and it was unbelievable. Here's Wendy on what he saw and exactly how he would describe what happened.
They're not happy about it. You know, Damian Lillard, I think, was sober about it and basically said, when you come play for Team USA, you don't expect something like this to happen. You don't expect to play this way. You don't expect guys who are NBA stars to miss shots and not execute like this. I don't care who you're playing. You know, Greg Popovich took a different tact, crediting the opponent, which is fine, but even in a game where Kevin Durant has foul trouble, Kevin Durant goes to the bench and you come back with Jason Tatum, an all-NBA player. So obviously the French played well in this game, but the Americans did not execute, did not get it done, and quite frankly, they were just flat-out outplayed. It was not because they were tired. It was not because the French have some sort of special magic. It was because they got out-executed, and that is not something we're used to seeing from the national team that is unfortunately becoming more regular over the last couple of years.
What really bothers me, though, is that they had a 5-6 point lead with 3-4 minutes left, and then it just all fell apart in the last minute and a half because they had wide open shots that they are missing all over the place. Durant, 2 straight on threes, wide open. Nobody within 5 feet of him misses it completely. Bart, I couldn't get over the fact, Holiday too, in the corner, wide open. The French were not even bothering to guard them, and they couldn't hit anything.
This is the thing, right? You know, a lot of these guys played during the season, or they haven't played since the season. They're out of shape. So what's the first thing that falls flat? Your legs and being able to hit shots and be able to elevate, right? You know, you would think that, you know, Booker coming over, Middleton coming over, but these guys have to be exhausted. Yeah, they're in shape. They have to be exhausted, right? So now, like, this team looks like a team that doesn't have any chemistry and any flow. They don't know how to close out games, how to close out halves, and how to finish the ball club. But when you think about the French, right, just imagine if Simmons would have played for Australia, like who they would have had and been able to come, right? These are teams that really take a lot of pride, and like the USA team has been on the top for a long time. It means a lot
more to the other countries than it does to us.
Right, and they have the whole thing that most competitors want. They have an edge because they're underdogs, right? So they're trying to validate themselves not only here or back in their country. Just imagine like what you become if you become the team that wins the gold and beats a Kevin Durant-led Olympic team.
Oh, you're a legend in that country.
You're a legend, right? So, like, being an Olympic champion means a lot more, I think, to more countries outside. Now, maybe other sports, it means more like gymnastics is like America's thing, right? But basketball, like, we just expect to have it, right? We expect to get it. It's like, they're supposed to win.
Yeah.
Right? How much they're going to win by. Like, the question used to be, how many points are they going to win by? Like, are they going to win by 40, 20? Now they're saying, hey, are they going to medal? Like, they've lost 3. Like, I know, like, someone with warm-up games, exhibition games, but, man, it don't look like it's going to get any better. Rudy Gobert banging them up inside. They don't have anybody that can match that, man. And it's like, seems like they know the rules to the international basketball a lot better than that of the U.S. team because they play to that strength.
I'm blown away by the fact that they're in this position to begin with, and I want to try to find a reason for it. And I can't even look at the weird schedule of the NBA pushing it as late as it did this year so that you have some of those guys that are out of shape and maybe not where they need to be. And you have 3 guys on the team that just have to be absolutely exhausted from the playoff runs they just went on. And now here they are trying to go and win a gold medal after flying 13 hours after 2 of them after celebrating a championship at a parade on Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, just to imagine what that's doing for their resume if they're able to get gold and a title in 1 year. Like, but
see, the gold medal thing to me is just when it comes to U.S. players, has just always meant nothing. It really,
Well,
I mean, other than the dream team, the initial one, like when they talk about all-time winners, they talk about Carmelo Anthony. They always throw that gold medal stuff in.
Yeah.
Stop.
Like,
Stop.
miss me with that. But now it seems like America's going to have to fight for it. Because, I mean, you got Spain and Australia who have a lot of pros. They're organized. They played together for a long time.
Remember what Wendy told us about Patty Mills? He basically is John Stockton for Team Australia, the way he plays.
Exactly. What if they could? Well, it's too late to quarantine Ben Simmons. Get him to come over.
The Sixers can't even get in touch with him right now. That's how things are going with Ben Simmons.
He's in London somewhere. They spotted him at a soccer game in London with some supermodel.
Yeah, of course.
Well, way to have his priorities together.
Yeah, NBA drafts this week. You might get traded. I'm not calling the team.
They don't send his ass to Sacramento.
Yeah,
he better play
They got
nice.
rims in London. You know, you got free throw lines too.
Hey,
it's the same in Europe as it is here. 15 feet.
You know what'd be crazy if somebody catch him on a camera hitting, trying to practice threes and getting booed by some kids at the park because he can't.
Trust me, every time he's in the gym shooting, one of his guys is shooting it, and the second that he makes 3 or 4 in a row, it ends up somewhere on the internet.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.